Unblended, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I am going to do an in-depth tutorial on how I do my stars and do a quick sparkly colorful look. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Hey y'all, so to do this story tutorial, I wanted to show you a quick, colorful, easy to blend out eye look. So I'm taking the Danessa Myricks Beauty Pastel Primer Paint. It's new. Please forgive me if I can't remember exactly what it is. I can link it in the description. But this is Oasis, and I'm taking it and applying it to my lid with my finger and winging it out. And it is very nice and feels very light. So this is Sundays. I'm going to take it and put it in the center of my lid because I'm going to use blue and purple and pink. And so I'm just using my finger again to make sure that I have it all over the lid. This part really doesn't take that long. I do want to preface with saying that a little bit of this goes a long way. So you don't have to use very much at all. So now I'm taking the shade Bunny and I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking a little bit, popping it onto the lid, and I'm going to blend that with the other shades with my finger just by tapping it on very lightly. And as you can see, they're already starting to blend together. I'll take my other finger that has nothing on it and pat in the center just to make sure that they're nice and blended together. So with the Blend Bunny Cosmetics and Ellis Atlantis palette and the Makeup Shack T14 brush, I'm going into Aether, but don't be like me, or you can, it's fine. I just forgot that I put the stars down on the other eye before I put the base, so now I'm trying to get the stars put down. So I'm using these stickers I found at Michael's, placing them kind of sporadically. I wasn't sure. I just knew I wanted to show different ways of how I did the stars. And so I put one towards the bridge of my nose, one towards the center of my eye, one on the outer portion. Well, no, I did that later. So I'm taking Aether, and this is where I feel like I really messed up when I first started, was I took this one, and then I'm going to go into Eternal. So I'm taking the Makeup Shack T14 brush, and I'm starting to apply it all over the base and winging it outwards. With the same brush, I'm popping on some Eternal on that outer V of my eye, just popping it on there, patting it down, flicking it outwards, just to make sure everything gets blended together. Now I'm taking the shade Presence and I am starting to apply it on the edges of the purple over towards the blue to blend together, and I'm going to work it up into my crease everywhere where I have that purple base. Oh my goodness, Artemis is burrowing under my blanket and it is so cute. Anyway, I'm taking this brush, I cleaned it off, and I'm working it up. I'm going to take it up a little bit higher just to where the top point of the star has nothing there, and I'll take a lighter purple to blend that out in just a second. With that same brush just cleaned off, I'm taking Entrancement and I'm patting it into the crease towards the inner corner of my eye, just packing that on. I love how hot pink and vibrant this shade is, and I feel like that base really helped to keep it gripped down, and I just thought it was so cute. Now I'm going to blend out the blues with Aether, a lighter pretty blue, just to make sure everything is nice and diffused. So once I have that blended, I'm going to go back into the first two blue shades just to touch them up, bring them back, make sure they're nice and bold, and just creating that depth. Stumbling over my words already. So I'm going to try to get that depth going, and that blend was turning out so cute. Now I'm taking Illusion to blend out the purple side and get everything nice and blended together. Do you hear Toot purring? She's got such a loud purr, being so sweet. Such a sweet girl. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of Presence to bring it back, make sure everything is blended together, and just get that depth being created some more in the center of the crease. So now I'm taking the Makeup Shack T63 brush and a little bit more of Entrancement just to bring it back, make sure it's nice and blended with the purples. Doing back and forth windshield wipe motions with the lightest amount of pressure. Then I'm going to take the lightest pink in the palette and just blend that out. Make sure everything is softened up. That way there's no harsh lines, and the blend was really, really blended. So now I'm taking a little bit more of Illusion with the Makeup Shack T63 brush and just softening that up, making sure everything has like no harsh lines or anything like that. The key for this is you want to use the lightest amount of pressure. That way it is more of an even blend. Now I'm taking Cosmic with the Makeup Shack T63 brush. It is the lightest blue, and I felt like it just really blended these blues out perfectly and kind of made it look like the blue was just glowing. So cute. So now I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T14 brush and some more of the shade Eternal. That way I can deepen that blue back up and have that depth and it just be really vibrant. So with that same brush, I'm going to take some more of Presence just to make sure that I have it nice and brought back. I'm really just focusing on patting this into the crease and against the blue. That way they get blended together. So with the Makeup Shack T63 brush, I'm taking Entity, the white shade, just to make sure that everything is nice and softened up. And I feel like this makes the blend look a little bit more airbrushed. If you don't want to use a white to do that, that is just fine. You could use a face powder or anything kind of more neutral to your skin tone or whatever, just to make sure everything is blended and there's no harshness. Okay, so while I was filming this, I had Yu Yu Hakusho playing. It came on the Crunchyroll channel. I was so excited. So now I'm taking a little bit more of Galactic just to bring it back, and then I'm going to take a little bit more of Cosmic, just making sure everything is nice and softened up. Really try to use the lightest amount of pressure. That way there's not an overblend and everything blends easily and effortlessly. And I forgot more evenly. So now I'm going to take the T14 brush and more of Eternal just to bring it back. Like I always say, blending is repetitive, but it's worth it. So now I'm taking some micellar water on a Q-tip just to sharpen up and wing out this look to make it nice and fierce and sharp. And yeah, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just like to. I like to make it look really sharp. And now for my favorite part, time to add some sparkles. I'm taking the Devon Cosmetics Dewdrops palette. It is amazing. It's so good. I love it so much. So I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Drop and start to apply it onto the lid, like on the purple, and then do that over towards the blue, because the way it shifts, it looks green, but it's so, I don't even have words to explain how amazing it is. It's so good. It even works as a highlighter. If you want like a really amazing highlighter, this works just as well for that. So I started to apply it with my finger, and that worked great, but I also wanted to take the Dough Color number 10 brush, which is a fluffier brush, to make sure that I could really pack it up in the crease and make sure that I get it nice and blended in with the mattes. That way it was a nice blend and there was no harsh lines. So you can use a brush if you want, your finger, whatever you want to do. So now I'm taking the shade Splosh and I'm applying it onto the inner portion of my lid and bringing it up to the pink. But I'm also going to take the hot pink shade here in just a minute to kind of really amplify the hot pink on that inner corner. So the shifts in this are so pretty. It looks iridescent, but it has like a pink orange shift that is so gorgeous. Now I'm going to plop on a little bit of plop just to make sure that it is nice and super hot pink and sparkly. So now I'm taking a little bit of Violet Sky from Terra Moon's Cosmetics and applying it right in between the purple and the pink. I love Violet Sky because it has like a purple pink and iridescent, not really iridescent, but like kind of holographic blues to it. And I felt like it really just added some like nice sparkles. I don't know, I just love my sparkles. Fingers crossed, holding my breath, hoping for the best, removing these stars because now it's time to get down to how I do my stars. So I tell myself, don't think, just do when I go to do this. I'm taking the Mayron Paradise AQ palette and I'm starting to fill in the stars. Now, this is where I usually have my mirror up to my face so close, and I like strain my eyes trying to see and make sure that I'm filling everything in. So I like to take the liner and start from one of the points and then kind of take it diagonally across to make sure that I'm getting everything filled in, and then I start to extend the points if I need to make them sharper. And then I just make sure everything is filled in and then do touch-ups as needed. So by touch-ups, what I do or what I mean is that I will extend the points more or fill in anything if they're not as star shaped as I want, because sometimes I do get out of the line, so they will be a little bit bigger than I want, but I just take the liner and then try to make sure everything is a little bit more even. But I like to say that they don't have to be perfect, because I feel like all stars are different anyway. I just want to make sure that I get a star shape. So now I'm going to take a pink, and the way I wanted to do this, how I had it in my brain was, okay, on the pink side I wanted to do the blue, that way it would contrast, and then on the purple I wanted to do pink, that way it would pop more. But with the purple that I used in this palette, I ended up mixing it with the white to get it to show up better and a little bit more vibrant on the blue side, and felt like that worked out. So here I'm doing the same thing. I'm just filling in any of that negative space that I had from taking the sticker off, and I'm just taking that liner and very carefully applying it. I will say, when you need to blink, I will take my hand back and blink and then get back to it. That way I don't make a mess with the liner, because I have done that before and I was so wanting to cry. So now I'm sticking a sticker on the outside, that way I can trace it out. I'm also popping one in between the two stars that we just filled in. This one I thought would be fun to do different colors, so I'm starting to outline it with the pink and extending it a little bit. I felt like I would do the pink on this side, even though there was a pink star there, but it was fine. I was like, okay, it'll look cool, especially when I do the blue. So the blue half on the blue star side, the pink half on the pink star side, and I'm just really starting to follow the shape of the star sticker, and I really didn't care if the liner got onto the sticker, because it was down pretty well. That way there wouldn't really be a mess, and that way everything could be even and you could really see the points and get everything blended together. So here's where I took the purple liner, and I started going from the arms and doing like little triangles, is how I was thinking of it as I was doing it. I was like, okay, I'm going to make like a little triangle, but then I'm going to extend it up and just follow the points and extend them. You can extend them as much as you want. That way they can be as big or as small as you want. So if you don't want to extend them out too much, that's fine. I was trying to really just follow the shape of the star, but I really wanted the points to be pointy, so I extended them just a little bit more. Really take your time with this, because this is, well, how I really learned how to do stars with liner like this was I would take these star stickers and I would start to just trace them, like not stamp them out, but like trace them out. And I felt like that really helped me to get the hang of how to draw stars. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I'm letting that dry before I start to remove the sticker, because if it's not dry, then it can make a linery mess. Now I'm starting to do little baby stars. How I do this is I start by trying to do like a capital A, and then I kind of fill it in the center to where it just has legs, and then from one leg I will go diagonally and then kind of fill it in towards the point, and then I'll go and do the same thing on the other side and just start to try to fill in where it looks like it needs to be more even to make the star shape. The little stars can be a bit tedious, but I feel like they're a lot of fun. So I just start to, do like the capital A shape, make sure I fill in the center a little bit and extend the points and get them more of the star shape. And this purple was kind of not wanting to show up as much as I thought, but it ended up working out. I think my lighting, I'm going to rearrange my room and try to get the lighting a bit better. That way when I do stuff like this and I zoom it in, you'll be able to see it. So I really was just trying to kind of move the colors of the stars around. This is where my camera cut off, so I had to use my phone, and I actually feel like the quality was a lot better. So anyway, I took the light blue, and just did that on the outer corner. By the big pink star, I drew two little ones, and then I just started trying to draw more stars. And hopefully this was helpful. I'm trying really hard I'm a visual learner. It's sometimes for stuff like this, it's hard for me to like explain how I'm doing it. But here you can see I'm doing like the capital A, trying to make the point, filling it in a little, going from one side and creating an arm and taking it down towards the leg, going from the other leg and giving it another arm, and just going in and making it more pointy and filling things in. trying to make sure I got everything even and seeing if I need to add or if I want to add more stars. Both of my camera batteries gave out on me, so I'm doing this on my phone. But I'm going to go do the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? It was so much fun to do. I love how the colors blended together. This was my first time really getting to, I feel like, try to use the Color Fix pastels from Danessa Myricks. I really like them. I feel like everything is holding in place really nicely. I just started filming my hair tutorial on how I get, like, how I style my hair, so give me a little bit on that. I'm so sorry it's taking me so long, but yeah, so I was doing that before I came back. But yeah, got my hair fixed up, got my star clips in, got my star earrings, and I got my star shirt. So we just got a whole star vibe going on, and I'm loving it. Sorry about that. My camera batteries died, even though it had been on the charger and said that it was full. I need to order another battery. I have my good one in now, but my spare is like trying to give up. But for my lips, I use the Melt Cosmetics Familia Lip Liner and Unearthly Cosmetics Satin Liquid Lipstick in Linda. A very pretty pink. And I love doing a more deeper purple lip liner and then doing like a pink or a softer purple for the ombre. I just feel so pretty with this lip combo. Like, I love it so much. And my lashes are the Pixie Lash Pack from Tailored Minx. That lash pack is one of my favorites. There's so many options, and yeah, these ones are just like dramatic, but not like super dramatic, and I really like them. And my highlighter is the Unearthly Cosmetics Low Light Highlighter in Spectre, one of my absolute favorites. Okay, I feel like I'm rambling, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. If there are any other kind of looks that you would like to see me do, please let me know, because I love getting requests, and I like to, whenever I get them, as soon as I can, try to bump them up. But if there are things that I'm already working on or things that are a little more time sensitive, then I do kind of do those, like have those up first. But I usually try to bump up requested videos as soon as I can, because I will get them filmed and then the same night try to get them onto my computer. And then the editing process begins, which sometimes editing and me don't always get along, even though I do enjoy it. It's just, I don't like sitting in one spot for very long if I'm not doing makeup, if that makes sense. Okay, I want to thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, then I'll have all my social medias links in the description box down below. And if you'd like to keep up with my face while I am here on YouTube, then please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me, and I can't thank you enough. And if you like this video, could you please give it a thumbs up, because I heard that it helps push my video out into the algorithm. So if you give it a thumbs up, then thank you. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye!